Hello, Jamaica Politics Uncovered viewers and subscribers. Guys, in this one, we're going to talk about how Andrew Holness exposed Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and their intentions for forming the next government and for Jamaica. I'm going to let you listen to what he has to say, and I'm going to let you hear what Mark Golding said his intentions are. So it's not like Andrew Holness is telling any lie on him. He was speaking based on what Mark Golding said a month or so ago. Have a listen.
People's National Party back in government with Mark Jefferson Golding as the Prime Minister and a Topanoris set of people around me to run the country.
Wanna hear what he said? He wanted people to elect him Prime Minister so he can have a Topanoris set of people around him to help him run the country. And he's not talking about the 31 MPs that would have been elected to go with him to Parliament. He's specifically talking about his Topanoris friends. Hear what Andrew Holness said the other night when he was with some Labourites in St. Elizabeth.
Then it becomes oppressive and entitled. And there are some people who are seeking power in Jamaica for their resume. They feel they are entitled to it because they have pedigree. They feel they have a Topanoris background and therefore power is for them. They find it a great difficulty that a boy born at Spanish Town Hospital, grew up at 56 Cumberland Road, grew up in a housing scheme in Ensom City, can come from out of nowhere and occupy the highest office in the land. It seeps out of them because no matter how they try to hide it, it comes out in their statements. And it has created a division in their own organization because of how they behave towards power. Even their own people feel that they are power hungry. And if they get power, they will be dangerous. But more than that, they want power so bad that they have taken an election which is a local government election. It is not a general election. But out of their desperation, they have sought to turn a local government election, which is a legitimate and important election to deal with your local issues, to try to use that to change the central government. Now, in some ways, they have overshadowed the local issues by trying to create it as a national election. I don't know if it's the right political calculus. You know, my head not big like to them. But all I don't know who tell them to go stir up Labour Party and
It don't make my money already. There are big liar in this country, big investment banker.
So you see, guys, it's not really say Andrew Holness exposed Mark Golding still, because Mark Golding already exposed himself by telling the people that he wants them to elect him so that's him and him Topanoris elitist friends can run the country. So what Andrew Holness is doing is basically repeating that on a big platform, on a national platform. So this is where the politics of identity comes into play, because then the Jamaican people are going to listen to what Mark Golding said, and then they're going to listen to what Andrew Holness said and say, wait a minute, who can we relate to more? Relatability is one of the key components of politics and seeking office. And they're going to look at Mark Golding saying that him and him Topanoris class. And we know what Topanoris means in Jamaica. We know it. We know it's the elitists. We know it's the, upper crust, quote unquote, the people who want nothing to do with the masses of the people, the day-to-day average middle working class people. You know, they consider themselves above the rest. And yes, the truth is we still have a classism problem in Jamaica. And the language that Mark Golding uses perpetuates that. And then the Jamaican people, them know, them are still a look at Andrew Holness as the youth who come from Spanish Town, grew up on this avenue here, got a look at high school over there, so, and work him way up as a look at quote-unquote small man. So Mark Golding actually gifted Andrew Holness that talking point. And to me, it looks like, you know, the people are listening. They are listening and they are relating with Andrew Holness. They cannot relate with Mark Golding. If Mark Golding was smart, he would have looked at a man like Michael Manley and Norman Manley. Those two men came from humble beginnings. Countryman them, Manchester man them, Bushman them. And them come from that class of the middle working class. Irrespective of the fact that, you know, they went to prestigious universities and, you know, they served in the military and things like that. But they never lost that humility that they were taught by their parents. That is what Mark Golding is lacking. So he thinks now, and maybe that's how they raised him, he thinks now that by showing off and saying, hey, I'm rich, look at me, I'm rich, I have money, I went to law school and I am from the Topanoris class and those are the people I'm going to put around me to run this country. We have never heard that in the history of our politics. Nobody has ever said that or done that. Because as a Jamaican people, cultured, born and bred, our people them don't raise us to be that way. We are polite people and we are taught to be humble. Right? And so we have these different phrases that we use to depict people like Mark Golding who, you know, them think they're better than everybody and above everybody. I say, Andrew Holness, come and use it I know. Guys, make sure not keep it locked here to Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Invite your friends and make sure you're sharing the channel and our content. I'll catch you in the next one.